Today, the Pichu London Cup Series begins its first of 3 consecutive road course events, starting with Road America. The legendary track at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, makes its return to the Cup Series as the 84 Jimmy Johnson starts on the pole, and he is off and running already on the first lap of the race. You saw a couple cars come down pit road before the green flag dropped, and the 16 car already up in smoke. AJ Allmenninger's day is done before it began. The 51 today driven by Paul Menard as he comes back here at this track after being runner-up in last year's race, and Bubba Wallace is the other driver that went to pit road before the start of the race. Josh Bilinki gets hit from behind by the 14 of Chase Briscoe as he spins out in the first lap of the race. An ugly start for that team. And then the 15 car Andy Lally gets hit from behind entering Canada corner. But he is able to continue, although that car is a little bit damaged and is going to lose a couple positions. 41 car Ryan Preece goes off track on the first lap of the race. Not a good start for that team either as they go off the track. And they did recover, but losing a couple positions because they went off track a little bit. There's a Ford 2 car this weekend. It'll be driven by Jordan Taylor. Jordan made a start earlier at Sonoma with Junior Motorsports, but he's been called up to do this race for the 42 team now. He's one of the few drivers that'll be taking over the 42 for the rest of the season. His brother Ricky Taylor's actually driving the 88 this weekend, and since the first and only time this season that both Taylors will be competing against each other in the Cup Series. Ricky will also be running with Junior Motorsports next weekend at Indianapolis with the same team, so great to see these two drivers from IMSA competing against each other. There you see the Garage 56 entry that is driven today by Mike Rockenfeller. He drove this car with Jenson Button and Jimmy Johnson over at the 24-hour Le Mans earlier this year. And now it's riding its first ever race, its first ever Cup race here at Road America. And Mike Rockenfeller is doing the entire race here today. So great to see that entry that was run at Le Mans here in America in the States, making its first ever run on the road course at Road America. Mike Rockenfeller will be back next weekend as he'll be competing for the 42 team over at Indianapolis. But Denny Hamlin gets off the track and loses a couple positions, and he's going to try to rebound here, but he lost a few positions after going off track in the 11 car. The first caution would fly 8 laps into the race as Kyle Busch in the 8 car blows up and is not going to be able to go to pit road on his own. And a tough break for that 8 team, though, as he blows up onto the track, and unfortunately is going to have to stall out until he gets to pit road telepathically. And look at all those cars trying to avoid the 8 car, and that's why the caution had to come out. But thankfully, though, none of the cars hit the 8, and the 8 car was able to get to pit road safely without any other major damage. But either way, his race is done. And now on the restart, the 45 car of Tyler Reddick takes the lead from Jimmy Johnson. He gets a much better jump, and the 45 is your new race leader as Alex Bowman battles with William Byron for 3rd position right behind him. But Jimmy Johnson fights back shortly thereafter as the 84 car retakes the lead from Tyler Reddick. He is a part-time driver, but he's got the best car in the race, and he's hoping to win here at Road America, keep his momentum up running in a part-time entry. And we have another caution that came out. The 56 spins out with Bubba Wallace and Todd Gillen. Mike Rockenfeller gets hit from behind by Bubba Wallace as they both collided and spin, with Todd Gillen being caught in the mix as well. Tough break for that Garage 56 entry, though. They would retire a couple laps later with a mechanical issue, but it was nice to see that entry back again at Road America for this weekend only. Now they've decided to end the stage 1 lap later than originally planned. Road America was supposed to have the first stage last 15 laps, but they've decided to extend it by 1 more lap so that they can finish the stage under green. It's something that they did last week at Michigan, and so they're going to try that experiment again here at Road America. William Byron pulls away, but now Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson battle for second position. Johnson gives him a little nudge, and he's trying to get that second spot away from his former teammate. Now Jimmy's going to the bottom, and this will be the last season that the 84 team will run with Chevrolet, as they'll be going to Toyotas next season. But William Byron is going to take stage 1, and there's no caution, so they'll keep on going as if it's a regular race before stages were implemented in the Cup Series. So William Byron takes stage 1, and Jimmy Johnson's going to get second place from Kyle Larson as the first stage comes to an end. There you see Jimmy Johnson, though, goes on the bottom as William Byron gets off the track and loses the lead, and Jimmy Johnson retakes the lead. William Byron gets off the track, just loses momentum. He just didn't see the turn coming, and he loses the lead. And there you see the 51 pulling out a caution because he was hit from behind by Ty Gibbs, a hard hit on Paul Menard. And now Todd Gillen goes off the track, the same place where the 24 went off the track. That has been a trouble spot for some of these drivers today. Todd Gillen getting some dirt into his wheels. That's just not been an easy turn to navigate through for these drivers. The leaders come to pit road before the end of stage 2 for some reason. I guess they were getting ready for the third and final stage, but Jimmy Johnson, though, takes the lead, and he's going to take the stage 2 victory. Under green flag conditions, the 84 car wins stage number 2. And he has a big lead heading into stage number 3 as all the other leaders decide to come to pit road, and Jimmy Johnson decides to stay out for a little bit longer. The 84 is going to try to stay out as much as he can and try to hold on to the lead as we get to the start of stage number 3. Alex Bowman goes off the track on the final corner, and just not a good run for that 48. And he was running pretty well earlier, and now with that with those tires in the grass, it's going to slow down his car a little bit. And now one car goes off the track and hits the wall. That is Brad Keselowski with a hard hit into the corner. And the 6 car, though, might have to come to pit road, but no caution. We stay green. 84 car finally decides to come to pit road as the race leader. He's got a big lead, though, so he'll come off pit road still as the race leader. There you see, though, William Byron goes side by side for the lead. He's trying to take the lead from Jimmy Johnson, who just came off pit road. Byron went to pit a little earlier than Johnson, but those tires are going to make the difference between these two drivers. Jimmy Johnson, though, still trying to fight back on the outside lane. Byron gets a little bit of an edge in turn 1. We'll see who gets the advantage, though, exiting the corner. And Jimmy Johnson, though, with that expertise, able to keep the lead from William Byron. Hey, he is a former champion after all, and has many wins under his belt, and he's looking at another one here this year for the all-small 84 team. But a caution would come out late in the race with 20 to go, as the 14 car Chase Briscoe gets hit from behind, spins out, and brings out another caution. And I'm sure glad and relieved that these drivers didn't hit the 14 while he was spinning out. Man, they sure know how to navigate through traffic. But thank goodness no other drivers were hit. William Byron gets into the grass on the restart, and there's a big crash right behind him. The 7 car Coil of Joy goes around, entering the Briggs and Stratton corner, and the 7 spins with a couple cars with some damage, and William Byron went off track as well in turn number 1. He was trying to battle for a position, and then he's hit from behind by the 77 Ty Dillon, and he goes around. The 24 car gets out of contention for the race win. A tough break for that driver. He was battling for the lead early in the race with Jimmy Johnson. And speaking of Jimmy, he has taken the lead on the restart and has got a good jump, but Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher both battling for second place behind him. Buescher has yet to win this season. Chastain already has a victory. He's already in the playoffs, and Daniel Suarez, his teammate, has yet to win. And a must-win situation for Buescher and Suarez to get themselves in the playoffs, now running in the top 5. But another caution would come out moments later as the 9 of Chase Elliott goes for a spin along with Justin Haley and Austin Dillon. 3 cars go for a spin to bring out the caution. A dozen laps remain here at Road America. It's a battle between Ross Chastain and Jimmy Johnson. Chastain sticking with the bottom. Johnson goes to the outside, but Jimmy outruns the 1 car on the restart. That car has been so dominant today, leading the most laps. And Chastain goes off the track from second position. He slips and slides into the sand and is going to lose a couple more spots. A costly mistake for the one car. One other car went off the track, but another caution would fly with 4 to go as a 38 car would spin out. Todd Gillen gets hit from behind. That corner has been where most of the cautions have occurred this race. Oh my goodness. 3 laps to go now, and Daniel Suarez gets a good jump and takes the lead from Jimmy Johnson. The final laps here at this race. Johnson is now in second place. Denny Hamlin stands behind him in third position. Johnson's going to try to retake the lead. He goes off the track too tight on the corner, and now he loses the second spot to Denny Hamlin. Hamlin takes second away from Jimmy Johnson. The final laps. Daniel Suarez in the lead. He has yet to win this season. A must-win for him here at Road America as we start off this run of the road courses. But Denny Hamlin going to go for the lead on Suarez, and he takes it away, coming to 2 laps to go. Denny Hamlin is now your new leader. Johnson follows him. He takes second from Suarez, and now he's going for the win here. Here he comes to the bottom. Jimmy Johnson going for the lead. He has the best car of the day. He's hoping to hold on and try to win this race and try to give the small team something to cheer about. Johnson to the bottom, going with Denny Hamlin into Canada corner. Johnson still battling with Denny Hamlin for the race lead. The caution flies, and this race will come to an end when they take the stripe. The white flag will be out. The caution is out as well, and Johnson clears Hamlin, the 11 car, and he takes the lead. And now he's trying to hang on, racing back to the caution. If he gets to the stripe, undoubtedly he'll be your race winner. Jimmy Johnson, though, the best car of the day. He led the most laps from the pole position, and he's going to make this team proud. He has still got it. After even going to part-time racing, he still has it. One car off track, Christopher Bell off the track in the final laps here at Road America. That's going to cost him some big-time points. But a caution flew because the 19 car spun out. Not sure why that would pull out the caution, but it is what it is. So this race will end under caution, and Jimmy Johnson will be able to hold on and collect the victory. A surprising win from pole position at Road America. Jimmy Johnson wins again. How about that? Jimmy just never quits. I mean, last season he won at Nashville, and now this season he can add another win as he takes the checkers at Road America. Play spoiler for all those drivers needing a win to get themselves in the playoffs. What a job well done for Jimmy and the team. So we hope you enjoyed our race from Road America. We hope to see you guys again next week at Indianapolis. It's our second of 3 consecutive events on road courses. And we hope you'll join us for another fun weekend at the Brickyard. Until next time, we will see you later. And the standings will be up after this race. So keep your eyes on the standings. Anyway, until next time, we will see you later.